All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to yet another edition of Truck Talk Tuesday. And if you haven't heard yet, Arizona's kind of in an economic boom. And what I mean by that is, like, they have crazy amount of an influx of companies investing in infrastructure and bringing businesses to town and bringing tons of jobs to the Phoenix metro area. So, yeah, that's what today's Truck Talk Tuesday is about. So let's get at it. Alright, so like I said there in the intro there, today's Truck Talk Tuesday is about the Arizona local economy and how it's just going crazy right now. And it's pretty unbelievable, really. Within, so in 2007, 2008, 2009, I guess it was 2009. So in 2009, Arizona hit its lowest economic downturn. Like a lot of the country, you know, it was a recession, but it hit Arizona really hard, and they estimate around 310,000 jobs were lost in 2009 alone. And over the last 10 years, since it's kind of like the 10-year anniversary, which is kind of weird to think about, but over the last 10 years, Arizona has done an extremely amazing job, no pun intended, at creating more jobs and creating it, making it better infrastructure for businesses to come here. And by infrastructure, I mean like the way that they structure the commerce in the valley to attract more businesses to come to Arizona. The report just came out like 2 weeks ago that over the last 10 years, Arizona has been able to, you know, get, I guess, reclaim those 300,000 jobs, 300,000 lost jobs, and then bring in an additional 200,000. So over the last 10 years, we've made or brought 500 and some thousand new jobs to the valley. And you know, there's a lot of big attributors to that, but one of the big ones is like just making it better for businesses to come here, making it, you know, giving the businesses incentives. I know that there's been a couple of headquarters that have been relocated here. I know State Farm, you know, over the last couple of years have made a big impact. In Gilbert, the Deloitte, I think it's Deloitte, they just pledged like $34 million in their first phase of building in the Gilbert area, and they pledge over the next couple phases to have like 2,200 jobs come to the valley. That's unbelievable. Google just announced in Mesa that they're like a 1 million square foot data center in Mesa. That's crazy. I know on the West Valley, I think it's Nikola. They're like a fuel cell or energy fuel cell semi-truck manufacturer, and they were going to build their headquarters up in Salt Lake City, but they decided to just flip the switch and come down south because of the incentives that the Arizona gave them. So that's a huge deal. I mean, they're going to invest $1 billion in a crazy amount of space over on the west side, out in like Goodyear or Buckeye. And they're making their actual manufacturing facility and shipping facility in Buckeye. $1 billion for their facility out there. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. And that's just, you know, a little bit. Out on the west side, you got Balls, the corporation that manufactures a lot of things. You got REI's huge distribution center out there. You got Anderson Windows and Doors that have I think they're building like $100 or $200 million facility to manufacture their windows, which is bringing like 500 and some jobs to the valley. There's so many different things coming to the valley right now. It's just a very, very good time to live in Arizona. Now with that, you know, comes more jobs, which comes more jobs, more people to the valley, more people to the valley. Usually, and we're kind of seeing it, has that demand in housing, and the demand in housing is causing a little bit of a, I don't know how else to put it, but short in supply. And we're on short of supply, which means prices of homes are going up. But the good thing is the kind of jobs that are coming, not only are they manufacturing jobs, but one of the leading provider of jobs in the valley is healthcare, biotech or bioscience, and there's one other one, but I can't remember. But their total contribution to the job market is like 100,000 over the last 2 years. I mean, I'm sorry, over the last couple of years has been 100,000 jobs, which is unbelievable. It's crazy. So yeah, the Arizona Valley is going crazy right now. If you're in search of a job and you're in like the tech sector, the healthcare sector, the manufacturing sector, or you're just looking to relocate to Arizona, right now is a great time to come here. There's jobs, there's surplus of jobs, and good paying jobs. That's the best part about the jobs that are coming to the valley, are not just, you know, your retail or your fast food or what have you. They're good, high paying jobs that, you know, will help the economy and help the valley flourish. It's just crazy to think of where Arizona was back in 2009. That was right when I first moved to Arizona, and how, I wouldn't say in despair the valley was, but just how sluggish and non-growth mode it was. And then over the last, I would say really the last 5 years has really picked up, and it's gone bonkers. It has just gone, I mean, I can't tell you how many tilt-ups and how many manufacturing facilities and how many distribution facilities have gone up all through the valley. Buckeye, Avondale, one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, has got so much infrastructure going on out there. Bill Gates bought a huge plot of land out there to help build his completely sustainable city out there. I mean, it's just remarkable of what kind of things are happening in the valley. And that's a good reason to be here. It's a good reason to come here. It's a good reason to, you know, be part of this growth. And if you're looking for a job, I would strongly advise seeking the Arizona. And maybe you have been looking at Arizona as a potential option to come work here. And I mean, if you've seen any of our YouTube stuff, if you've seen any of our social media stuff, there's no time like the present. It's a great time to come to Arizona, and Arizona's a great place to live. Yeah, that's my Truck Talk Tuesday for today. I know it's short and sweet, but it's just about how booming the Arizona economy is. It's just going crazy. And if you want to take advantage of it and come here, lower cost of living and the great job market, man, no time like the present. Definitely advise you to come over here and enjoy it. And just give it a shot, because it's a good spot, really good spot. Oh, also, you know what? Completely off topic. I'm going to touch on this one last little thing. I think it was last week at Comic-Con, Top Gun dropped their trailer for Top Gun 2. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I've been waiting my entire life for this sequel. I never thought it was going to happen. But Tom Cruise, love him or hate him, that man is crazy awesome at making movies. Not to my surprise, because I'm not surprised at all, but Tom Cruise is, I mean, the trailer just killed it. Like, when you see a trailer for an action movie like Top Gun 2 potentially, like, that, I can't tell you how excited I am. It is amazing. Like, that movie, Top Gun, came out when I was born, or right around the time, that year anyway, and probably one of the first movies I ever saw growing up. It really, I mean, if you want to talk about a strong set of propaganda from the U.S. Navy or just the U.S. forces in general, like that was about as big as it gets. That made me want to be a pilot. I wonder how big the influx of pilots were after that movie was made, because that thing, one of the best movies ever. If you haven't seen it, like I know some of you have or haven't, you've got to go do it. Go watch it. Go watch it right now. It's amazing. Anyway, I digress. It's a huge tangent. Had to throw it in there for Truck Talk Tuesday though, because Top Gun 2 is coming out in 2020. Probably it's going to be a summer flick. There's no reason why it wouldn't be a summer flick, because I feel like that's a great, like, 4th of July kickoff type of thing. But you never know. You never know. You never know with Tom. The old Tom Cruise, man, I tell you, gets me every time. Yeah. Anyway, so that's Truck Talk Tuesday. Like any of my other videos, you know what to do. If you like this video, please give it a little thumbs up on the bottom. If you want to see some more Truck Talk Tuesdays and more information coming out about the valley, just hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell for notification when you get those little notifications that I post a new video for Truck Talk Tuesday. And with that, I'm going to get home safely, and I will see you next Tuesday. I'm never going to change that. But anyway, peace!